Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Becky, I am a music producer and Twitch streamer. Today I'm going to be showing you my top 3 VST synths. So I've recently had a few people ask me what my favourite synthesizers are to use. So in this video I'm going to cover my top 3 go-tos. But before we get started, I do stream every Wednesday, Saturday and Sundays on my Twitch channel. So be sure to come along. We do a lot of music production, music making and then games on Sundays. Okay, so my first go-to VST synth is Native Instruments Massive. I use this synth all the time for everything. I use it for bass lines, I use it for lead synths, I use it for bells, I use it for everything. I use it in every song at some point, multiple times. And I love this synth. It's not too heavy on the CPU. I've got quite an old MacBook. CPU is everything and Massive is pretty good being able to run on machines that struggle, you know, machines that struggle. So here is my Logic Pro session and I've just gone through this and I have used Massive quite a lot. So I'll show you where I've used it and I'll show you what I've done basically and I'll show you Massive. So I think Massive is quite good for like bass sounds. I use it quite a lot. We've got this little bass sound here and it's just nice, and I think this is a preset, the 3-octave sub. I've probably tweaked it a little bit, but really nice. It's just got some really nice sounds in here. So basically what you can do here is you can drag any one of these parameters, and also down here you can basically drag them and attach them to anywhere. It's cool because you can come up with some really cool effects. You can basically take any part of oscillator or the envelope down here, LFO, things like that, and you can attach it to different effects and different oscillators and then automate them to come up with some really cool sounds, and it keeps your stuff interesting. And not only that, it's so easy to use. So yeah, I love Native Instruments Massive. This is a preset called Dirty Bass. Well, actually, I think I made this, but I think I followed a tutorial. I also really love synth wavy sounds, and I feel like NI's Massive it gives me a lot of sounds that I just naturally like, and I think they are quite synth wavy. For example, this one, I've actually used this kind of sound in a lot of my tracks. I feel like I always come back to this type of lead. How have I managed to pick up the plugin and the slider at the same time? That's Native Instruments Massive. Synth number 2 is Fab Filter's Twin 2. I love Fab Filter plugins. I just love them. I love them so much. They're amazing. All of their plugins are amazing, really user-friendly. Fab Filter Twin 2 actually looks really complex. I've yet to dive in to the full power of the Twin 2, but it has so many presets and they're all amazing. It has some really unusual sounds in it. So let me just pull up Fab Filter Twin. I used it loads in this song. I've used Fab Filter Twin on 6 tracks. I used it on 6 tracks in this song. Lots of different sounds. It's a great little plugin. Let me pull it up for you. What I love about Fab Filter's plugins is their interfaces. I think they're quite fun. They're always quite colourful, easy to use. All their plugins look quite fun to use, which I like. It is quite a complex one. I think even though their other plugins look quite easy to use, I think their Fab Filter Twin 2, for some reason to me, looks complex, but actually it's not. It's actually supposed to be quite easy to use. You've got the oscillators here, so you can quite easily change the octaves and the waveform for each oscillator. It's got 3. And then you can see its routing path here. And it all comes out through the filters here. And you just follow the chain. And this is what I just never even look. You've got delay. And then you've got all of these other parameters here. There's a lot that you can play with, and I think there's a lot you can dive into with this plugin. I don't dive in enough, but I feel like when I get my new laptop and I'll be able to run things without them lagging, it'll be a bit easier for me to do. But also another good thing is that Fab Filter Twin, and it's the same for Massive, they don't break the CPU bank. I think Fab Filter Twin is more CPU using than Massive, but it's not the worst. It's not like Serum. Yeah, I love it. I love it's got a lot of really nice lead sounds and bell sounds. like going on. It's got a lot of really nice sounds in its preset library and a lot of really weird sounds. And not only does it have music-based sounds, it's got sound design, unusual presets. What I also like is quite a lot of the sounds are quite dark sounding. And for me, I love that. I love minor, kind of really atmospheric sounds. So like in here, all of these end synths are pretty much Fab Filter Twin. That's just one sound, but it's got a lot going on. And these are all arpeggiators. Like that, I just love that kind of sound. It's so interesting. There's a lot you can play with to create really interesting sounds on this synth. So yeah, Fab Filter Twin is my second go-to synth. And my third VST synth plugin is Native Instruments Damage. I love this plugin. I love how cinematic sounding the drums are and the drum samples it has. Not only can you just choose individual samples, it has got like a really wide variety of loops that I actually really regularly use, and I layer them quite quietly underneath my main drum tracks. I did it in my EP and in Siren, and I will probably continue to do it. It just adds like a level of atmosphere I found to my tracks that I just really like. So I will show you that now. It's got like really cool kind of effect sounds that you can layer in and bed into your track. So let me just show you what Damage looks like. It's an easy plugin to use. You can use it within the Native Instruments contact. So you load it up within its contact library. You've got basic effects on the left, attack and delay and your general envelope stuff. On the middle tab over here, you've got other effects that you can add. And you also have an EQ filter. Now, I really love this punish knob. I don't even know what it does, but it just sounds cool. So if I play it to you, sounds like, you know, sounds really cool, really atmospheric, but then it sounds like it's adding a mixture of saturation and a bit of distortion and kind of like just like embedding it together. It's really, really easy to use this plugin, and I use it all the time. Here, I've got it underneath my choruses. And it just sits underneath, but you've got like quite a lot of like glitchy panned percussion, and I just really like the glitchy sounds within it. And not only does it have the loops, it also has the individual samples, so you can create your own drum loops as well. So sometimes I'll layer up. I like layering up glitchy sounds. It's got cymbals as well. So, I mean, it sounds ridiculous on its own. It's kind of fun when you have it embedded in the mix. So again, here I've created like a hi-hat loop. But yeah, it's really cool for drums. I really love it, just for the variety of cinematic sounding drums you get within Damage. So yeah, that is my top 3 go-to VST plugins when I'm making music. I actually have older versions of these plugins and they've all been updated since, so I'm sure they're even better now than they were when I got them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully that's given you a bit more of an insight into the kind of synths I like to use. Also, I do have a Discord server, so if you did want to join that, the link will be down in the description below. And also, I just want to let you know that I am a streamer for Fierce PC, and I have a discount code, BEKIMACHINE5, so if you use that on their website to buy a PC, you will get 5% off. They do really cool PCs, by the way, so definitely go check them out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!